Hello, dear students. Today we will start the second semester zoology, my paper. So here, see here, the BSc first year, semester second, zoology paper 4. The name of paper is the developmental biology of vertebrates. Listen, in second semester, here we will study the zoology paper 4. Myself will be teach you the paper 4 and my colleague Professor Dr. Thakre sir will be teach you paper number 3. Paper number 3 towards Dr. Thakre sir and paper number 4 towards myself. Name of the paper 4 is the developmental biology of vertebrates. Dear students, in the first semester, there is the study of biodiversity of non-chordates, that is invertebrates, and biodiversity of the chordates, which I have already studied. And in the second semester, myself will teach you the paper 4 and Dr. Thakre sir will be teach you the paper 3. So from today we will start our syllabus. Here marks 50 to this paper and that mark 50 is divided similar as like the semester first. So here 10 marks for the internal continuous assessment and 40 marks towards your theory examination. So 10 and 40 is the 50. So this paper is for 50 marks. Remember. So here you have to always remember in second semester about the zoology there is the paper 3 and there is the paper 4. So paper 4 name is the developmental biology of vertebrates. Number of students in examination on the answer sheet, they are not writing the paper number and the paper name. There is the column, but number of students are not writing because they don't know the paper name and paper number. My dear students, you remember here, listen, remember, the students who don't know the paper number and who don't know the name of the paper, then what will he write in the paper? What is the study about that students? So you have to always alert which paper number you are studied in the semester first and which paper number you are studying in the semester second and which paper number having what name, what is the name. So similarly in the botany also there is a paper 3 and paper 4. In fishery also there is the paper 3 and paper 4. So here paper 4, that is the developmental biology of vertebrates. Developmental biology of vertebrates. Now first we will study or we will observe or we will discuss on the syllabus. So syllabus is very important. On your register you have to write on first page the syllabus. Like the previous semester, you make one big register, half of the part of that register to the paper 3 and half of the part of that register to the paper 4. And in the part first of register, you write the syllabus of paper 3. And in the part second of that register, त्या रजिस्टरचे जे तुम्ही अर्धा भाग केलेला आहे, अर्धा भाग सुरुवातीचा अर्धा भाग पेपर 3 साठी आणि नंतरचा अर्धा भाग पेपर 4 साठी. पेपर 3 साठी जे सुरुवातीचा अर्धा भाग आहे तुमच्या रजिस्टरचा, त्याच्यावर तुम्ही प्रथम पहिल्या पेजेसवरती सिलेबस लिहून घ्यायचं पेपर 3चा, आणि अर्धा जो भाग आहे नंतरचा त्याच्यामध्ये ह्या पेपरचा सिलेबस लिहून घ्यायचं. आणि जसं जसं आपलं सिलेबस पूर्ण होत चालेल तसं तसं काय काय आपलं पूर्ण झालं त्याला रेड पेनना टिक मार्क करायचं. मेक द गुड हॅबिट, मेक द सिस्टमॅटिक. You should be in the discipline. Remember, BSc is a graduation of 3 years divided into the 6 semesters. So one of the semester is already completed, and second semester we have studying here. So about the syllabus, here in your syllabus there is the 4 units. 4 units are there. In your syllabus there is the 4 units, and that 4 unit collectively or togetherly having the 12 chapters. Having the 12 chapters. So this is your syllabus. This syllabus I will send you in a PDF file on your WhatsApp group. So this syllabus is WEF. WEF. It means with effective from. कधीपासून हा इफेक्टिव्ह आहे तर it is 2019. So it is effective from the June 2019. 1920, that was one academic year. 20 and 21, that is the another academic year. This year we are studying. Our academic year is 2020 and 21. So here the syllabus having the 4 units, and that 4 units having the 12 chapters. So as per the syllabus, here the unit first having the 3 chapters. In unit first there is the 3 chapters. So first chapter is the introduction of developmental biology. Here the chapter first is the introduction of the developmental biology. This is the first chapter. Now second chapter is the early embryonic development. Early embryonic development is the second chapter, and third chapter is the types of eggs. So remember, the first unit having the 3 chapters, 3 topics, 3 lessons. Remember, your first unit there is the 3 lesson, 3 chapters, and name of that chapter, the first chapter is Introduction of Developmental Biology. The paper's name is Developmental Biology of Vertebrates. So in the first chapter there is the introduction of developmental biology. What is the developmental biology? Second chapter is the early embryonic development. Third chapter is types of eggs. I will send this syllabus. Don't be in the tension. This will be come on the WhatsApp group PDF file. You see in your mobile and write in your register. तुम्ही हे तुमच्या रजिस्टर मध्ये लिहून सुद्धा टाकायचं. पुन्हा पुन्हा आपण मोबाईल बघण्याची गरज नाही, आपल्या रजिस्टर मध्ये आपण लिहून टाकायचं. Now then the second unit. These 3 chapters is in the first unit. Now the second unit. What is the content of second unit? You listen here. There is the chapter number 4, gametes of frog. Then chapter number 5, frog embryology, and chapter number 6, regeneration in chordates. So there is also the 3 chapters. First unit there is 3 chapter. Second unit there is the 3 chapter. Means up to the here 6 chapter is there. Now unit third. So in the unit third there is the chick embryology. There is a one chapter that is the chick embryology. Another chapter that is the placentation in mammals. So in third unit there is only 2 chapters. that is the chick embryology and placentation in mammals. Their fourth unit, that is the last unit. So there is 3 chapters. Chapter number 9, chapter number 10 and chapter number 11 and 12. So there is the 4 chapters. So in continuation, chapter number 9, stem cells. Chapter number 10, infertility in humans. Chapter number 11, that is the assisted reproductive or reproduction technologies. And last chapter, that is the parthenogenesis. So here, dear students, this is the discussion about the syllabus. You don't be in the tension. I will send this syllabus on PDF file in WhatsApp group. So here, now, after the discussion of syllabus, we will start the first chapter, because first chapter is a very small chapter. It is only introduction of our paper. So name of the first chapter is Introduction of Developmental Biology. Here, developmental biology means the study of development of fertilized egg, which is called as the zygote, up to their adult, up to the adult. फर्टिलायझेशन होऊन जो झायगोट फॉर्मेशन होतो त्या झायगोटला एक ठराविक कालावधी लागतो डेव्हलपमेंट होण्यासाठी. ये फर्टिलायझेशन और डेव्हलपमेंट इज एक्सटर्नल outside the body, that is always in the egg. So that development is inside the egg, and if fertilization is internal and development is also internal, then from the fertilization or from the zygote formation up to the birth of offspring, that period is the developmental period. And after the birth, the new ones, some scientist says that the development is not stopped after the hatching or after the birth. It is continuous up to the adult stage of that animal. So here, in the introduction of developmental biology, you listen here, the embryology, developmental biology is the modern term to the embryology. Developmental biology is also called as the embryology, or embryology means the developmental biology. Developmental biology is the new terms for the embryology. So here, embryology means what? Embryology means developmental biology. So embryology definition, development of an animal. Listen here, this is the definition of developmental biology, or this is the definition of embryology. So development of an animal from fertilized egg. Development of animal from fertilized egg. So listen here, remember, fertilized egg is also called as the zygote. Zygote is the fertilized egg. So that zygote to the adult, that is called as the embryology. Aristotle, the period of Aristotle is 384 to 322 before Christ, Jesus Christ. So before the Jesus Christ, the Aristotle, the period is 384 to 322. हे बिफोर क्राइस्ट जे आहे हे असं वाचत असतं. So Aristotle was the first who described the developmental biology or embryology in the chick. Another scientist, Warmier, the period is 1700 to 1876. So this is the father of modern embryology, father of developmental biology. So here in simply, developmental biology or embryology means after the fertilization, male female zygote fuse together. Male zygote is called as the sperm. Female zygote from female animal called as the ova. That ova and sperm unite together, fuse together and form the zygote. The fusion or zygote formation process is called as the fertilization. This fertilization is of two types. It is external, which is always in water, and it is internal, which is always in the mother's body. So, from the zygote up to the hatching of egg or up to the birth of the offspring, that period is called as the developmental period. Again, there is the confusion. Some of the scientists suggest that after the zygote formation, up to the hatching of egg or up to the birth of the offspring, that period is called as the developmental period, which is in the mother's body or which is inside the egg. And some of the scientists says that from zygote up to the adult stage, that is called as the developmental period, or that is called as the embryonic period. So dear students, this is the short account about the developmental biology. Remember, in developmental biology, there is the study of process of gametogenesis. Gametogenesis means gamete formation. So gamete formation is two types: male gametogenesis, female gametogenesis. Male gametogenesis always takes place in the male animal body, especially in the testes. Male gamete is called as the sperm. Hence, that process is also called as the spermatogenesis. Sperm development takes place in the testes. Similarly, in other animals, in female animal body, there is the ovary, and in ovary, there is a process of oogenesis, means the ova formation. So, ova formation and sperm formation, it takes place in the breeding season by male and female animals. So, that period of animal is called as the breeding period. Breeding period. So, in the breeding period, male produces the sperms, female produces the ova that fuse together. The fusion may be outside the body in the water, which is called as the external fertilization. Fertilization may be internal. In the female animal body, there is the ova formation, and male introduces the penis in the female animal body and releases the sperms. And that ova which is in the mother's body and that sperm which is entered from the male animal body during the copulation or during the contact, so that fuse together and forms zygote. So remember, fertilization is of two types: external fertilization and internal fertilization. Similarly, development is also two types: outside the body and inside the body. Internal development and external development. So that development having the different period in different animals. The developmental period or embryonic period, in case of ourselves, in case of human beings, it is 9 months and 9 days. Similarly, this developmental period or embryonic period up to the birth in the goat is 5 months and 5 days. So dear students, here we just studied the introduction of developmental biology. So first chapter is very short chapter and this is completed here. And be regular. Do the online lectures and send your presentee. Simply present sir and then your name. Only your name. The surname is first and then your name. No need to send your father's name. Understanding you? You send your surname first and then your name in the WhatsApp group. After observing the online lectures or YouTube video clips, you send your presentee as early as possible. Within 4 hours, all students have to send their presentee. Presentee is very important. From the mobile, I am putting your presentee on the attendance register. So for today it is sufficient. Dear student, send your presentee as early as possible. Thank you very much. धन्यवाद.